Welcome back everybody. Today this is a Piaggio Nrg. This is the MC2 50cc scooter, and what we're going to be doing today is hopefully rebuilding the back end of this bike, getting all the fairings back on and getting it looking like a scooter again. So let's get started. But before we start, previously you might remember I put these forks on with the gaiters on. I've actually took them off again because once I put these back on the bike and the wheel on, there's actually a bit of play in the forks. So I don't know if I can actually show you. You could probably, I don't know if you can see that bit of play there. There's a bit of forward and back play there. I've actually purchased myself another set, and these are actually off the Piaggio Typhoon, and they're exactly the same fork. The only difference is the end caps here are slightly different. So what I've got to do is I've just got to drift these end caps off of here, and the same on the other side, and drift the ones off of my old set, and just vice versa, swap them about. But there's no play in these, and these are actually a better leg as well. There's no corrosion on these ones, where the other ones had a bit of pitting on. So I'm not going to be doing that in today's video. Today we're just aiming on getting the rear end built. I can possibly still put the front end on because that won't affect with me dropping the forks out again. As you can see, they look a lot better anyway. I'll put these ones black as well. They look better than the old silver. So as you can see, I've already got the helmet box in, it's fully secured, and the way you do that is 2 screws. There's one there, and there's one down there each side there. So 4 screws that hold this in. Right then, so I think the next piece of the old puzzle might be getting this in, and that goes in there. Lift my cables up, just push that in there. There's some lugs. There we go. Just get my screwdriver. So again, there's 3 screws holding this rear mud guard on at the back, and then there'll be a couple of side screws. So we'll just get this wound in. And on me last motorbike video, the Thundercat and the doing the startup, I did ask you guys if you wanted to see me do the RXS, the 2-stroke 100cc startup, and majority of the comments did say get it struck up. So we might do that next week. What we'll do is we'll bring it out. I don't know if there's any petrol left in the tank. If not, we'll put some fresh in. If there is any in there, I'll probably just drain that out, and we'll give the chain a bit of a lubrication because it was rock solid. So we'll clean the plug and we'll go for a fire up, see if it will run. Right, so that's the rear bit on there. I'm not going to bother painting that. I say it's ain't a restoration. You won't see that one another plate's on, so I'm not too fussed about that. Next up, we've got our side panels. Oh, we've got a broken lens there. Might have to source a new reflector for that, but we won't worry about that right at this minute. So we'll just sit that in there where it belongs, and that wants to be there. Get a screwdriver. There we go. So that sits there. Got another one here. You have to bear the old noise. It's a bit windy and raining out here at the minute. Again, so we'll get them indicators plugged back on. Right, so I just need to get this other screw on. And you've got a couple of plugs here because this bike has a little rear spoiler brake light. So just don't forget to get them plugs out. Right, so that's that in. Right then, so here's the rear spoiler, as I say. So we'll just get that plug that in there. And the way that's held on It's just with 4 screws up here, and I do need to get another lens because this one was broken when I got it. So we'll just get these started. Make sure they're all started off, and then we can nip them up in the bud. 1, 2, 3, and that one's nearly in. 4, and in fact I've made a boo-boo there. I'm going to take this out again because this goes on top of the blue fairings that we've painted. Actually, this is like a topper piece, so let me just wind these out and I'll come back to you. Right, so here's what I mean about, see that they bolt through there. So I've got well carried away. I shouldn't even have put that back panel on. I should have watched the video back before I rebuilt this. That screw shouldn't have gone in yet. So just take that out, and then it goes in there like that. Comes down there like that. That's spot on. Now that screw can go in. We can get the other side fairing. In fact, I've just got a little screw there to put in. Alright, so again, we'll just mine that out of the way for a minute. Make sure we don't lose that plug because that needs to come through there now. Slip that in there. That will close up there with that. The wind's picking up. Wind that in. And I say we will give these a polish up. Whether we get that done today, I don't know. Right, so we can go ahead now and refit this little spoiler again. As I say, I'm just winging it today. I've not looked back at the videos to see how it all come apart. I just thought I'd have a go. And I'm just going to sit that on. I'm not going to bolt it on because I need to polish this bit of panel. So that's all there. Now what we're going to have a look at, bit of polish on there, is fitting this piece here, and it actually slots into the side fairings just like that. There we go. And then it has a couple of screws from the top. I've had a lot of interest already on this scooter from some of you subscribers asking me when it's up for sale, how much is it, and all that. I haven't decided on the price yet because I want to see what the end result looks like, so I won't be giving out no prices yet. So I just want to make sure it's all right and all that, and I'll probably want to stick MOT on it as well. So there we do that. There we go. And you've got your centre bit there, which is your cap for your HT lid. There we go. Wonderful. Still got a bit of damage there. I was going to replace that, but as I say, it's just a cheap scooter for someone actually. So, and they weren't cheap. These are about 30 to 40 quid for a second-hand one. Right, so I thought before we go any further, so I can get this bolted on, I'm going to start polishing this. And as you can see, I've just given that a once over there, and you can see where I've stopped, just where it's dull there, where I've flattened it off. So all this has got to be done. We'll do the other side as well. But as you can see, that's lovely now. It's lovely and smooth. We've got a nice finish on that. So I've just got to work my way down here. As you can see, it's flat as anything, no reflection in that. So that's what that did look like a minute ago, until I've just polished it. So I'll put you on a bit of time lapse and we'll do this. And all I'm using is just a little handheld buffer for the drill attachment, and just a bit of G3 liquid compound, regular grade this is. So just do that, and then we'll just dab it over. So alright, get yourself a clean cloth and just give it a wipe over. See if you've got it all. You can always give it another pass if you need to. So I'm happy with that. That's not bad. So what I'm going to do now is just concentrate on this little bit here. There's a little bit there I've missed, so we'll come back up there and get onto that. Right then, a bit too much polish on there. Compound rather. You should really mask all your black stuff up, but it'll be alright. Right, I'm happy with that. The bike will get a proper clean anyway once it's fully done, so I'm not too bothered about it at the minute. But let me just bring you in. As you can see there, that's lovely and smooth now. That's as far as I want to go with it. I mean, you could go further and get like a glass finish on that, but that's not what this project's about. So I'm happy with that. That's ready to take some stickers. I've got some original factory stickers for this as well, so that's why I wanted to give it a bit of a polish before we stuck them on. Right then, so again, that's had a quick little blast over. I'm happy with that. So I'm going to stick the rear spoiler on now. So hopefully this will be the final time I have this on now. I think I've had it on about 3 times already in this video. We've got that one and that one, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to take the wheels off of this and going to spray them up, because they are a bit tatty. We just have a little trim here. It goes in there like that. It's a little finishing trim that is. There we go. So then we can put the seat box on. So with that spoiler on now, we can put the little top cap on. Got all that back on, all that's bolted back for the battery tray. I need to get another battery for it. That's all polished up. We've got all this fitted on, rear spoilers on, cover for the bolts is on. I've just found the rear brake lens. I might be able to sort that out to get it fixed on there properly. but as you can see, it's looking pretty well now. I would have liked to have got the front on, but as I say, I've got to drop the forks again just to get them ends off, so there's no point putting that on to take it off. So at least we've got a good start on this now. I see I've got the seat here, but I say it's going to need something doing with that because it's totally had it, that. But as you can see, that's it fully built up now at the rear end. Not a lot left to do on this one. Probably another day on it to get the front panel on, the forks all sorted, maybe get the wheels done in the same video. And for the seat, I need to look for a cover because they're about 127 quid for a brand new one, and I'm not going down that road. So, but yeah, I have to say I'm really happy with how it's turning out. So I think I'm going to leave it here for today's video. Not much going on in here, it's just a little bit of a tinkering around with this one. I was hoping to get a lot further than I was today, let's say, regarding the front end, but I didn't realise the ends were different. I knew the forks were actually the same as the Piaggio Typhoon and Piaggio Nrg, but I didn't notice that the actual end caps are different. That'll be the reason why I've seen people put Piaggio Typhoon forks on the Nrgs, but they've also swapped the wheels around. So obviously I don't want to go and buy another set of wheels, we're just going to swap the end caps. So yeah, hope you've enjoyed this little tinkering about one. I say it weren't much of a video, this one. It was just me tinkering about in the polytunnel with this Piaggio Nrg, getting it ready to get out the door, maybe for some 16-year-old for the summertime, for a bit of commuting to college or work or something. So anyway, enough waffle, and until next time, we'll see you about.